Ever gazed up at the moon and wondered who or what could be living in its caves? That celestial body, glowing mysteriously in the night sky, isn't just a simple sphere. It's a world full of intricate caves, sparking curiosity and intrigue. Some believe these lunar caverns may hold secrets about extraterrestrial life. Others suggest they could serve as shelters for future moon explorers. But what are the facts? What does science say? Today we dive into the scientific theories about the possibility of life in the moon's caves. The moon, our closest celestial neighbor, has always fascinated us. A timeless muse for poets and a ceaseless challenge for scientists, it stands in the sky both familiar and mysterious. But did you know that the moon hides secrets beneath its cratered surface? Indeed it does, in the form of caves, or as scientists prefer to call them, lunar lava tubes. Picture this: billions of years ago, the moon was a hotbed of volcanic activity. As molten lava flowed across the moon's surface, it began to cool and solidify on top, while still flowing underneath. This process led to the creation of hollow tunnels or tubes beneath the solidified surface, a sort of sublunary subway system. As the volcanic activity ceased, these tubes drained, leaving behind a network of caves, the lunar lava tubes. These tubes are not your average caves. They can be massive, with some measuring several kilometers in length and width, and they're shielded from the harsh lunar environment. Inside these tubes, the temperatures are far more stable than on the surface, and they offer protection from solar radiation, micrometeorites, and the extreme temperature fluctuations between lunar day and night. But why do these lunar caves capture the attention of scientists, you might ask? Well, they hold potential for secrets about the moon's volcanic past, the solar system's history, and possibly even clues about the universe's origin. They could also harbor ice deposits, which would be a valuable resource for future lunar explorers. Moreover, these lunar caves might be our best bet for establishing a human outpost on the moon. Imagine living in a moon cave shielded from the harsh lunar environment and stepping out every day to a view of the Earth rising over the lunar horizon. Sounds like science fiction, right? But it's a possibility that scientists are seriously considering. These moon caves, or lunar lava tubes, hold potential for secrets about the universe. As we continue our exploration of the moon, who knows what fascinating discoveries await us beneath the lunar surface? The moon's surface may seem barren, but what about its caves? For many years, we've believed the moon to be a desolate, lifeless place. Its surface is exposed to the harsh realities of space, extreme temperatures, radiation, and a lack of atmosphere. But beneath the lunar surface, in the shadowy depths of the moon's caves, conditions could be drastically different. These caves, or lunar lava tubes as they are scientifically known, are the result of ancient volcanic activity. They're like subterranean highways snaking under the moon's surface, and they may hold the key to one of the greatest questions in the cosmos. Could there be life on the moon? To support life as we know it, certain elements are necessary. One of the most crucial is water. It's the elixir of life, the universal solvent, the medium in which all biochemical reactions occur. And guess what? Scientists believe that water ice may exist within these lunar caves. In 2009, the Lunar Crater Observation and Sensing Satellite, or LCROSS, detected significant amounts of water ice in the permanently shadowed regions of the moon's polar craters. These findings opened up new possibilities about the existence of water in other parts of the moon, including the caves. But water alone isn't enough. Life also needs a cocktail of chemical elements like carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and sulfur, collectively known as KNOPs. These elements are the building blocks of life, forming our DNA, proteins, and fats. And while we don't yet have concrete evidence that these elements exist in the lunar caves, it's a possibility that cannot be dismissed. Lastly, life needs energy. On Earth, life harnesses energy from the sun, chemical reactions, or in extreme cases, from the heat of volcanic vents on the ocean floor. Could similar energy sources exist in the moon's caves? Perhaps the residual heat from the moon's volcanic past? These are tantalizing questions, and as our understanding of the moon deepens, so does the possibility of finding life in its dark corners. So could these caves be harboring life? Let's delve deeper. Now, if life does exist in the moon's caves, what could it be? This question is as intriguing as it is complex. The lunar environment is harsh, with extreme temperatures, a near-vacuum atmosphere, and significant radiation. Therefore, any life forms that could exist there would need to be incredibly resilient and adaptable. Firstly, let's consider microbial life. the most basic form of existence. Microbes are known for their ability to survive in extreme environments here on Earth. From the scorching heat of volcanic vents to the icy depths of Antarctica, microbes have shown an incredible capacity to adapt and thrive. On the moon, these tiny organisms could potentially exist deep within the lunar caves, where conditions might be more stable and shielded from the harsh lunar surface. Then we have extremophiles. These are organisms that not only survive but thrive under extreme conditions. Certain types of extremophiles, known as radio-resistant organisms, can withstand high levels of radiation, making them a potential candidate for life on the moon. Similarly, cryophiles, organisms that thrive in extremely cold environments, could potentially exist in the colder regions of these lunar caves. But what about more complex life forms? The possibility seems remote given the harsh conditions. Yet the universe has continually surprised us with its capacity for life. If conditions within the lunar caves allow for the existence of water and a stable environment, we could potentially see the evolution of more complex organisms. Of course, these organisms would likely be vastly different from anything we are familiar with on Earth due to the unique conditions on the moon. While it's all speculation at this point, it's fascinating to consider the possibilities. The moon's caves may be silent and empty, or they may be teeming with life forms as yet unknown to us. As we continue to explore our celestial neighbor, we may soon uncover the secrets held deep within its caves. The discoveries we make will not only revolutionize our understanding of the moon, but could also reshape our understanding of life itself. So hold on to your seats, because the future of lunar exploration is full of promise and potential. The moon's caves are a focus of future space missions. Indeed, our celestial neighbor is about to receive quite a few house calls. The world's leading space agencies are setting their sights on exploring these lunar caverns, each with their unique objectives and plans. NASA's Artemis program, for instance, aims to land the first woman and the next man on the moon by 2024. A key part of this mission is to explore and study the moon's caves, with the goal of understanding their potential for habitation and resource extraction. The astronauts will probe the caverns for signs of water ice, a crucial resource for long-term lunar settlement and for producing rocket fuel. Not to be left behind, the European Space Agency also has ambitious plans. Their proposed Moon Village concept envisions an international living and working space on the moon. The lunar caves are integral to this vision, offering natural protection from radiation and meteorites. Meanwhile, China's space agency CNSA has already made significant strides with its Chang'e program. Future missions are expected to focus more on lunar cave exploration, particularly to gauge their potential for establishing a robotic or human outpost. In a more private venture, SpaceX's Starship, the brainchild of Elon Musk, has lunar missions on its agenda too. The spacecraft is designed to transport humans and cargo to the moon, and its future missions may well involve lunar cave explorations. All these missions, with their focus on lunar caves, highlight the importance of these structures in our future space exploration. They hold the key to understanding the moon's past, its potential for future habitation, and its untapped resources. Indeed, the moon isn't just an inert satellite orbiting our planet. It's a gateway to the wider cosmos. Every new discovery made within its caves brings us one step closer to understanding our place in the universe. As we look to the future, it's clear that moon's caves could be the next frontier in our quest to understand the universe. The moon's caves, once thought to be lifeless, now hold potential for discovery. As we've traversed the cosmic terrain in our conversation today, we've explored the fascinating lunar caves, these enigmatic hollows that are etched into the moon's surface. These are not just empty spaces, they are chapters of lunar history waiting to be read, holding secrets of the moon's geological past and possibly its future. We've entertained the intriguing possibility of life on the moon. Though it may seem far-fetched, science has taught us never to dismiss any hypothesis without thorough investigation. The moon's caves might be the safe havens for extremophiles, microorganisms that thrive in extreme conditions. Or perhaps they might be the cradle for an entirely new kind of life, a life that we have yet to understand. And then there's the future of moon exploration. The caves could serve as natural shelters for future astronauts, protecting them from the harsh lunar environment. They could be the stepping stones paving the way for sustained human presence on the moon and beyond. While we've covered a lot of ground, the journey is far from over. The mysteries of the moon's caves are vast and inviting. The story they tell is not just about the moon, but also about our place in the universe. While we may not know what lies in the moon's caves, the journey to find out promises to be an exciting one.